Hello, my name is Philippa Burgess, and I am super excited to share my project with you today. We're going to talk about Port of Long Beach, which is the Green Port, and it is a port that really strives to be a role model in sustainability. That said, ports are extremely toxic, and so this is a sustainability analysis that I created using Google Photorealistic 3D tiles. And I'm going to take you on my tour of this kind of narrative that talks about this. And just for some context of why I'm so incredibly excited about presenting this project is not only am I in grad school for spatial data science, I am also a Google Women Techmakers Ambassador. And so the opportunity to do spatial stuff with Google, I find to be super exciting. And also am a recipient of a Cesium micro grant, so had been selected for that program over the summer. So when I learned that Cesium partnered with Google, and again, this is what I study, and I also have a master's in urban planning that led me to want to study GIS. So I'm really interested in transportation, and I think that these places are really important because, as we'll talk about, they are at the intersection of a robust economy, but also have huge environmental impact. So looking at the port, let's come to another scene. So now we're on the dock, and we've got that the Port of Long Beach is the second largest port in terms of container volume. It generates 36 billion in annual economic activity and supports 450,000 jobs in Southern California. The port is a major contributor to the local economy, and its operations are essential to the region's continued prosperity. However, it is not all without a significant environmental impact, air quality, and health implications for workers and local residents. So now we come into a larger view where we look at that environmental impact. So the pollution from port activities impacts air quality, soils, groundwater, and overall health and well-being. Port of Long Beach is committed to environmental stewardship. It knows that the economic benefit it provides comes at a cost, and they're working diligently in collaboration with governmental and local partners to reduce those impacts. And these are just the really super, super cool 3D images that this photorealistic tiling generates. So we've got some ships out in the water, we've got our dock cranes, we've got our containers, and here talking about clean initiatives. Over the past few decades, many actions have been taken and new plans created to reduce the environmental impact of the port to be cleaner and more efficient. This includes air quality, water quality, and coastal ecosystems. And this comes to the specifics of air quality, which is they have the Clean Air Action Plan. It's a comprehensive plan to reduce air pollution in the South Coast Air Basin. The plan was developed by the South Coast Air Quality Management District in collaboration with local governments, businesses, and environmental groups. CAP is an important step in the Port of Long Beach commitment to environmental stewardship. The CAP will help to improve air quality in the Port of Long Beach and the surrounding areas and help mitigate risks to public health. And again, coming back to the bridge, now this is the Vincent Thomas Bridge, which was recently built, and it's part of the port's efforts to upgrade and modernize. This helps with efficiency of traffic flow, and it's one of a number of steps that they're doing to reduce emissions. They're also investing in low sulfur marine to reduce emissions from ships. Also electric and green technologies such as on-deck electric power and shore power to reduce emissions from trucks and trains. And the port offers incentive programs to vehicles, vessels, and trucks to help accommodate the adoption of cleaner fuel and green technologies. Future planning, there are several objectives that the port is committed to meeting by 2030 and 2050 to reduce contaminants and improve quality of life by improving the port's relationship to the environment. The port has a climate adaptation and coastal resiliency plan that identifies climate change risks and outlines strategies to address them. They're working towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 50% by 2030 and 100% by 2050. And they continue to monitor and improve air quality by reducing emissions of air pollutants such as particulate matter and nitrogen oxides. All of this does not come for free. There are costs, and this relates to the funding for this green adaptation and initiatives. And so a big part of the port's ability to realize its sustainability objectives will be through grants and other government incentives at the local, state, and federal level. The port has received funding from a variety of sources, including Department of Transportation, California Air Resources Board, South Coast Air Quality Management District, and they've also secured private funding from companies such as Toyota and Amazon. The port is seeking additional funding from the Federal Highway Administration, CARB, SCAQMAD, and private companies, as well as additional government grants and incentives. They are definitely committed to being a good neighbor. Their work, again, there's economic benefits, but there's also all the people who live here, which is hundreds of thousands of people. And so they are definitely committed to acknowledging that there are existing health risks to the region's residents and having specific measures, including their participation in CAP, investing in clean technologies such as electric cargo handling equipment and zero-emission ships, working with shippers and cargo owners to reduce emissions of their ships and trucks, and educating the public about air pollution and the port's efforts to reduce it. So what are the solutions? The Port of Long Beach is committed to environmental stewardship, and the public can play a role in supporting these efforts by advocating for policies that support environmental protection, participating in environmental education programs, and social awareness related to issues of equity and environmental justice. And that wraps us up. So thank you so much for joining me. And I was so excited to create this project. And obviously I've sped up a lot. So no hair, no makeup, just focusing on getting a good map done, and really excited for it.